Back again, journal journey, writing prompt number 47. I've been really getting behind on these, but can you blame me? I am in Montana for the rest of September, so I've been trying to enjoy it as best I can. I'm also still working remote, so yeah, it's just been a lot. Also, when I literally had the notebook and I was all ready to go with this prompt yesterday, fell down a rabbit hole, YouTube video on how to build another business revenue stream, and I'm a business nerd, like I've told some of you guys here before. If you've followed me along on some of these other videos, I was like, oh, there goes my whole night, you know. Started out as just one video, and then investigating on what the video talked about, and yep, there we are. But we all fall down YouTube rabbit holes. Before we get started, please check out Flintlocked. It is a comic book that I co-wrote and co-created. It is a pirate comic book available on Amazon. We have it in Kindle or paperback form. Would really appreciate it if you check it out. But let's get into writing prompt number 47, which is, have you ever been betrayed? And if so, how? Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends how you really define betrayed, you know? Um, I mean, I've been very fortunate that I haven't, been, say, cheated on that I know of. I have my suspicions of my ex-wife, who then turned out to marry her boss less than 2 years later after our divorce. So it's not a betrayal that I know of, but evidence leads to the timeline that it would make sense. And also, I'm not bitter about it because it was a toxic relationship. I'm way better off in a way healthier relationship, and have learned a lot and grown a lot from that. So I wouldn't say I was betrayed by that. I was, if anything, I was more betrayed. This sounds bad, and I'm putting this online, but fuck it. I think some people out there will relate. The hardest part of the divorce, the real betrayal, was the fact that I didn't get to see our dog anymore. And bear in mind, I'll be the first to say it was her dog before we met. So I was never going to try to take ownership of the dog. And I know that it's not like children where you can have visitation rights or split custody. It was her dog before. She had him since he was a puppy. But I had lived with, taken care of, and helped financially support that dog for 4 years. So I loved it like a child as well. So I just would have appreciated a little understanding, maybe getting to see him every now and then. Maybe we can be an amicable, broken up couple, but let's just say, based on a few of her ex best friends that I've had more pleasant conversations with than she has, she's not exactly someone who can be, be amicable about that. It was kind of like, nope, we're done, we're done. I said, all right, well, I guess we're done then. Um, mm. Tangent, divorce tangent happens. But real betrayal. Honestly, heavier betrayals in my life have more so been with a couple people I considered my best friends. So much so that I consider them like additional brothers. Um, Ironically, it happened around the same time as my divorce. Was not related. Was three completely different situations. They all just were in like the same summer, so it was just a lot of betrayal right in a short period of time. Um, One thing I've been very open with a lot of people about is mental health, and how therapy really helped me through the hardest of times and is continuing to help me grow. But something that that happened was when I was in my darkest moments. You come to have that question of like, who will you call and who will pick up? And one person that I had known since childhood and was my first friend thought he was someone that would pick up. And there was a night where depression and painful thoughts were running through my mind, and I was considering doing something I would have really regretted, and he didn't pick up. But thankfully, someone else did. Someone that I had known also pretty much my whole life. We were on and off friends, had some good times, had some bad times. We both dated people that the other didn't like, but he was there for me. And someone that I am still consider one of my best friends, and I'm good friends with his wife as well. And I'm just grateful, for that. But that betrayal of that person not picking up, and then pretty much we haven't spoken since. And it's been about 3 years to this, while I'm recording this. And then the other was another close personal friend who, one of them was my best man. We had a very small wedding when I was 23. One of them was my best man, and the other one was the guy who officiated it. And he also pretty much, well, it was a long distance friendship. He had moved back home to another states away, and yeah, he pretty much stopped responding as well. Wasn't reliable. Wouldn't answer. Would lie. And then come to find out from other people that it's like he was just like a serial liar. And because he had acting experience and he was very charismatic, a lot of us fell for it. So that was also a betrayal. Yeah, so I think most of mine have just been some friendships. Nothing has been like too ugly or like that we physically fought or anything like that. And it's just something, unfortunately, I learned as a part of life, which is like people you think maybe your ride or dies, you don't really know until those times come. You know, like there's this meme or like little things go around the internet that just say like, you're tied up and they give you one person to call. Who are you gonna call? Um, you know, and these people were people I thought I could call, and I can't. Luckily, other people did pick up. So, yeah. What kind of betrayals have you had? I love that question. What kind of betrayals you had? Any betrayals? Comment below. Let me know, and we'll be back very shortly with